Hello, my name is Michael Rowland. I thought you may be interested in the fastest, most comfortable, and most interesting way to create passive income, so securing your financial future. I'm not talking here about some new marketing method or a razzmatazz scheme, but a series of amazing, practical insights into what it is that allows the wealthy to build their fortunes so you can learn to do it too. There are two realities to making money. One is in the outside world with your business or money-making activities, and two is how you have been set up for money. The most important part of this is obviously you. It's like playing the piano. Lots of people could play the same piano, but it's how they have been trained as pianists and their own innate qualities that make the difference to the kind of music they play. This is exactly the same with money. Money, like the piano, is the same for everyone. It is how each person plays the money game that makes the difference to how much they can attract. But, and this is the crucial part that most overlook, and this is why they fail, in order for you to succeed in any money-making venture, you have to obviously deal with how you have been conditioned or programmed about money. If your mind has been conditioned to keep you poor, then it doesn't matter how much skill you develop in a money-making venture, you will always blow it because you are controlled by your mind. For instance, let's say your parents disapproved of people who were rich. You would have automatically taken that on board and filed that parental instruction with your money program, which lives in your subconscious mind. Then that money program could say to you something like this: if I make money, my parents won't approve of me or love me because they don't approve of people who are rich. So, because I want and need their love and respect, I will ensure that I only make choices and decisions that keep me having difficulties with money. Remember, all this takes place in your subconscious, so you are not even aware it is there. From then on, every time you make a choice or take an action that might increase your income, up will come the subconscious instruction: I mustn't make extra money or I'll upset my parents. You won't be aware of this consciously, but it sabotages you, so you blow every opportunity and ensure you stay in a struggle with money by behaving and acting and making decisions based on your subconscious money program's demands, which want to keep you poor. Or your mind may have been filled up with cliches, such as, if I am rich, I will have no real friends because people will only want me for my money, not who I am. Or, money is the root of all evil, and you don't want to be evil, obviously. Or, money can't buy you happiness, and everyone wants to be happy, so if money can't do it, you'll keep pushing it out of your life. There are thousands of these statements and ideas that stick together in your mind and drive your financial life because they send choices into your consciousness that match their agendas and so cause you to take actions that keep you in financial difficulty. And unless you change the choices that arise in your mind, you will keep living out the same financial patterns over and over again. I am sure it is clear to you now that your world is a mirror to your mind, and you have been literally projecting onto your financial world a whole lot of things that restrict you from becoming wealthy. You need special techniques to free you of these and dissolve their power over you. These techniques also include the ways to build new money programs in your mind. By the way, these programs are called subpersonalities in psychology. Once you have these new money programs, they will send money-positive choices and behaviors into your consciousness. And these, of course, will benefit you greatly in being able to create the money you want. I am sure you can see clearly that without these proper techniques, it is impossible to recondition your mind for wealth. You see, the secret of the success of the wealthy is that their minds work in a different way to yours. The choices they make bring them great wealth and financial independence, because that is how they were brought up and conditioned. And we all live out our conditioning until we change it, which actually anyone can do in straightforward ways whenever they want. The final and most important point, which I believe is the real secret of tremendous wealth, is being able to release what is called in psychology your superconscious. This faculty will be the rocket fuel to your success once you learn to use it properly. Napoleon Hill referred to it in his classic book, Think and Grow Rich, as the greatest mystery of the very wealthy and how they accumulated their wealth. The superconscious is the part of your mind that contains intuition, inspiration, genius, brilliant creativity, and all the other higher levels of intelligence. You have already experienced glimpses of your superconscious because it is always within you. It may come to you as a great original idea, or an inner knowing about someone, or an unexpected solution where you realize exactly what to do, or an amazing flash of creativity, or you remember where you have left something you have lost, or that person you were thinking of a few minutes previously suddenly, unexpectedly phones you. These are all the activities of your superconscious, the higher or more intelligent part of your mind. It is also the source of coincidences and synchronicity, which means being in the right place at the right time. It feeds you with really great ideas and insights, as well as keeping you in a very positive frame of mind. The real secret of creating wealth is to learn new money-making skills so you have extra strings to your bow. Nothing is going to change unless you do this. Fortunately, this, in fact, is far easier than you have perhaps imagined, due, of course, to the amazing opportunities that are available in these times we live in. Let's first look at the extraordinary money-generating opportunities in the world right now, any of which can help you build the income streams you want and so secure your future. Even though the older economies are facing difficulties, there is an explosion of hundreds of millions of people in the developing world with huge, growing middle classes. Most of these speak English and are very keen to gather information so they can improve their lives. And the way they are going to do this is, of course, via the Internet. The Internet has changed everything, and the most marvelous thing of all is that, if you are taught properly, it is an easy and straightforward thing to learn. In reality, it is no more difficult than learning to drive a car. When I first looked at the Internet, I thought it was going to be a very steep learning curve, but in fact, there are only around 20 principles you need to understand. I found that about 85% of the how-to information out there about the web was in fact waffle, or repetition. I had to plough through it all to find the answers. Once I did that, it was all plain sailing, and the money started to roll in, much of it effortlessly. You can learn to do the same. The real secret, and the way so many people are making stress-free money, is realizing that we now live in the information age. There is an insatiable thirst on the web to find out information on every subject imaginable. This means that if you learn to package information of the right type, you can receive income from it in a variety of ways. The beauty is that it is very inexpensive to prepare information packages. It also costs very little to distribute. Anyone can start with as little as $100 and have a website up and running which you can use as your launch pad to generate money. It is probably the first time in history that an individual can start with only loose change and create something that can bring in a couple of $100,000 a year from their own home. So these are the elements of becoming financially independent. Clear the subconscious anchors from your past. Build money-positive programs in your mind. Access your superconscious much more for those really great ideas and insights. Learn and apply the principles of the Internet for your own information products, and discover a variety of other money-making methods that you might prefer that are quick and easy to use, so you can choose the ones that are right for you. Put all this in place, and you have the ideal way to lead you to financial freedom. Fortunately, there is now such a system. It is called money streaming. Money streaming is a specially designed system of reconditioning your mind for wealth by dissolving the past patterns, creating new money-positive subpersonalities or programs, and raising your level of consciousness to be able to access the superconscious, as well as a very clear explanation of how money is made in a practical, hands-on sense. Even if you are a total beginner and starting from scratch, money streaming is ideal for you as it explains everything in a step-by-step way. It is an ongoing training that guides you through the steps you need to follow to help you create the wealth you want. It includes several sessions of information about generating income from the web that build up into a fully comprehensive internet manual, which you can use to start your own internet business, part or full-time. It comes to you once every 7 days via the web as audio programs and training manuals. This weekly training gives you a great advantage. You see, the mind is just a machine and it responds in automatic ways. If you keep deliberately filling it with great and uplifting ideas, true stories and knowledge about becoming wealthy, then that is what it will come out with. This is what happened for me, and once I got it, I earned the same amount in 1 year as I had in the previous 25 years put together in an ordinary job. It was truly remarkable, but really, it's just the game you learn to play. I invite you to join the money streaming system right now, and so give yourself the opportunity to transform your abilities to generate wealth so you can shape your future into what you want it to be. Save yourself a couple of decades, take advantage of all the study and teaching that I have done to tens of thousands of people, and allow yourself to become a person who can generate enough money on a regular basis, turn it into passive income, and secure your future and enjoy the pleasures of being a financially independent person. Please click on the button below and receive your first session links by return email. You will be very, very glad you did. Thanks for listening.